If you like this video, go ahead and hit that like button and go ahead and subscribe. And thank you so much for watching. Enjoy the video. Hey, how y'all doing? Are you ready for another episode of Hidden Gems on Amazon Prime? I hope you are, because here we go. Woo! It seems I just keep on finding movies on Amazon Prime. There's so many, because I'm just getting into it, and there's so many movies that are just so awesome. And if you don't know about them, I will share them with you. And right now, here we go. All right, right off the bat, Along Came a Spider is on Amazon Prime, and it is the sequel to, I don't know why I accented Quill. It's a sequel to Kiss the Girls with Morgan Freeman. This is Along Came a Spider, Morgan Freeman, about the same detective, Alex Cross, which the writer of those books writes multiple stories about Alex Cross, and there has been different ones also. I think there was one with Tyler Perry, and I don't know if there's any more than that one, but Along Came a Spider was the second one that came out. I would say that it was equally good as the first one. Not better than the first one, but equally good as the first one. So that's on there. Fled is another movie that's directed by Ernest Dickerson, who directed a good amount of movies. He's a good director. He's directed a wide range of stuff, from action to horror movies. But Morgan Freeman and Stephen Baldwin. This might be Stephen Baldwin's best movie, maybe. But entertaining, very entertaining action movie. Nothing to necessarily write home about, but something to basically pass the time. If you want some enjoyable action movie, this is a good choice of action movie. Nick of Time is on there. Johnny Depp, very simple, very simple, solid, constructed story that's very intense thriller type deal. Nick of Time is a good one. If you haven't seen it, it's Christopher Walken and Johnny Depp. Good movie. Law-Abiding Citizen, Gerard Butler and Jamie Foxx, fantastic movie. Oh my goodness, it's just it's so good. I mean, it's so good. So if you haven't seen it, definitely see it. If you have seen it, rewatch it, because it's a good movie if you want. I mean, I'm just saying, it's just action movie, thriller, very well done, enjoyable. The Punisher with Thomas Jane and The Punisher Warzone are both on Amazon Prime, and yeah, they're good. I didn't really get into Warzone as much as the first Punisher. I thought the first Punisher, the Warzone, just was action, just action. Where I think the first Punisher movie had a lot more action, and it didn't have a lot more action. Don't get me wrong, but it had character. It had more character than I believe Warzone did. But it also had action, but not equal to, because Punisher Warzone is just straight up action, just all the way through. Entertaining, both of them. Escape to Athena. I watched this. It's good. I was surprised. It's like Roger Moore, old movie, old action movie, but it's something that it could be an idea of something that they need to remake. Modernize it, put a modern spin on this well done action movie that's all filmed in Greece. I think Athena is in Greece, but yeah, it was entertaining. If you're into Roger Moore movies, I'm sure if you've seen any of the James Bond movies, it's probably as good as one of those. But Roger Moore is not the good guy, just to let you know right off the bat. Roger Moore is a Nazi, and there's prisoners of war, and those three are pretty much the heroes of the film. I can't think of their names right now, but yeah, very entertaining. Yeah. The Great Escape is on there too. The Great Escape, equally entertaining. Old school. They're all in a Nazi concentration camp, and they break out, and just escape film. Good. Classics. If you want to be a film connoisseur, this is one of those ones that you kind of gotta hit up at the same time. You need to hit up the new school stuff and hit up the old school stuff, so that you can increase your wealth of knowledge of movies in general. So yeah, no, that is a must see among movie connoisseurs. Um, in the Heat of the Night. Oh my goodness! In the Heat of the Night is just such a fantastic movie. I never saw the series, but I have seen the movie. And oh man, Sidney Poitier and the slap heard around the world. Ah man, great, 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 great. Um, Entertaining movie. If you haven't seen it, it's basically there's a detective who happens to be African American, and at this time, when he's coming in there, people are not accepting of an African American detective. They don't take him seriously because of the fact that he's African American, and so it's one of those things where he goes there, and then the sheriff is trying to be accommodating as he can be, but he's not. Definitely not overly, you know. But he's just like, he knows that this is gonna cause a whole bunch of just headache for him, and he's just he just wants him to come in and solve this case. He doesn't want the case at all. He doesn't want there to be that case, that the detective has to come in there, and then like, so as that's going on, you have, you know, the detective trying to solve this murder and stuff like that, and it good movie, good movie. Like I said, I can't speak for the series because I never saw the series, but the movie is fantastic. Catch 22, I saw this and it was very weird. Just it was fun. It was all over the place. Like I said, it was a satire, so it was one of those things, like it had this feel at the beginning where it felt kind of comedic, and then it got real serious, and then it was I guess comedic again, and then like serious. It was just this. It was a wild one. If you haven't seen it, and if you want to see it, I guess this is the Amazon Prime has the original movie, and it is Hulu who has the remake of Catch 22 with George Clooney in it. I don't know if that's a remake movie or a miniseries, but yeah. All right. Also, Serenity is on Amazon Prime with Matthew McConaughey and Anne Hathaway, and that is wild. That is a wild movie. I watched that recently, and it's a very like it's R-rated, so you know. Bing, not for the kids. But it is entertaining and interesting movie. Yeah, like I said, it reminded me of Identity. You know, I mean, like not the all-star cast of Identity, because Identity had like John Cusack and Jake Busey and Ray Liotta and Amanda Peet and oh, I forgot that one girl's name, but she, you know, a bunch of people were in there, and it's just kind of like murder mystery thing. But this is more like a thriller where it's like there is a murder to be had. And it's like, will he do it? Won't he do it? And that's really like, because as an audience member, it's like you don't want him to murder, but the guy that he's being asked to murder, it's like you kind of want him to. But yeah, it's very entertaining, very interesting. Well, production wise, well made. I don't know if how it did in theaters and stuff like that. I know it was just this oddball movie because it had that feel to it, even in the trailers. But ooh, yeah, entertaining to say the least. Also, Fiddler on the Roof is on Amazon Prime. Once again, if you're a movie connoisseur and you want to see, you know, you want to increase your wealth of movie knowledge, Fiddler on the Roof is one of the ones that is kind of like a must-see type deal, because of the fact that it is old school Hollywood. It is old school Hollywood telling an original Hollywood, original like Jewish tale, and it just like it. Actually, there's a cartoon. No. The cartoon about the owl where it's like, I want to sing it. That's not Fiddler on the Roof. That's the first movie with synchronized sound. I can't think of the name right now. I think it's like jazz. Is it Jazz Singer? I don't know what the movie is. That one's a good one too. I don't know where in the world you'd be able to find that one, but that's interesting and cringy at the end. But Fiddler on the Roof is like, no, it's a good story. Also, it has there's a Gwen Stefani song where she goes, "If I was a rich girl, la 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 la," but that is based off a song from Fiddler on the Roof. I didn't know that until I saw Fiddler on the Roof. I was like, wow, because I had heard the Gwen Stefani song first before I had seen Fiddler on the Roof. You know, because it was all over the radio. But it was a good watch. Good watch, well made. Also, A Quiet Place is on Amazon Prime. That is a well-made movie. Um, Amazon Prime has the Quiet Place, and that was a good one. There is a, it's a movie that's, you know how they make like two movies that are kind of the same. There's a movie called The Silence, which is on Netflix, which is a Quiet Place replica type deal, trying to go on that same thing there. But you've also seen other movies way back when where it's like, you can't be, shh, don't move, don't move. But A Quiet Place is very well done and very like, it's one of those things where it's like, you watch it and you're like, was this a whole movie length? Was this a whole movie? Was the whole movie length long? I don't even, like, it seemed like it went by so fast. And that's, I want to say Roger Ebert has a quote where he basically says, a good movie always ends too quickly, and a bad movie never ends quick enough. So it's one of those things where it's like, when you're watching a good movie, you just want to see more. You're just like, it's so good, it's like enthralling. But that movie was that, very well done. It's a disaster. Wait. Oh, I am out of time. Holy crap, it's like 10 minutes. I've been rambling on for 10 minutes. I'm so sorry. I will catch you next week for more hidden gems on Amazon Prime. I hope you're ready. There's just so much to see, and there's a lot of good stuff. There's probably a lot of bad stuff, but I'm going to be telling you about the stuff that I watch, and hopefully I influence your decision on a movie. If you're like, you know what, I want to watch a movie on Amazon Prime because I already have Amazon Prime for the quick shipping stuff, and I'm realizing that it has videos and stuff there, and I don't know which video to watch, and then you watch my video and you're like, you know what, I'm going to pick one from this video, and then, you know, I hope that I help you choose your stuff. I'm rambling on, I'm so sorry. Best day and best wishes to you and yours. Thank you so much for watching. Hit the like button if you like this video. Hit the dislike button if you don't like this video. If you want to see more videos like this, go ahead and subscribe. And thank you so much for watching. Later, and y'all be good.